Hello and welcome to Sudoku Guy's Sudoku solving stream. Today I was gonna do some puzzle mix puzzles because I haven't in a while. But it looks like a lot of them are slitherlinks, which are kind of maybe different enough from Sudoku that I won't do them. We'll see. We'll see how I feel after I do the other two. But it looks like we have a couple of maybe a medium one and a hard one. So we'll start here and then maybe see what else I'll do. So these are variants, to clarify. The way Calcudoku 0 works is, well, the way Calcudoku works is, I mean, this is a 7 by 7 it looks like. So I'll be putting the numbers from 1 to 7 in each row and in each column. There's no 3 by 3 boxes like there are in Sudoku, but there are regions that they tell you what the sum of the numbers in the regions are, or what the product is, or what the difference is. I think the 0 means that there are some cells that aren't in a region. I think that's what that means. I guess we're about to find out. But yeah, the easiest way to see the rules is to play, I guess, so I don't need the clock. The site provides one for me. So let's get started. Oh, it doesn't auto open for me. That's too bad. There we go. Here's the puzzle. 7 by 7. Alright. The thing that makes Calcudoku different than Killer Sudoku, aside from the 3 by 3 boxes thing, is that in Calcudoku you're allowed to have two of the same number in a puzzle. Or in a region, sorry. If you could not have two of the same number in a puzzle, that would be hard. I mean, it'd be impossible. But, so here, for example, 1400, this is going to have two 5s in it. One of them's going to have to be in this row, and one of them's going to have to be down here. But they still can't have like two 5s in the same column, right? So since there's going to be a 5 here in this column already to make 90, you know, the other two 5s have to be here, which means they have to be there and there. And the 5 in these three has to be there, because we have to have a 5 to multiply to 20. We have to have a 5 to multiply to 90. We're already almost done with 5s. What is going on? Have to have a 5 here or here. Hey Riley, this is a Sudoku variant. It's like I'm putting 1 through 7 in each row and in each column, but it's telling me what things multiply to and add to. I think this has to be in a 3 and a 6 to make 90. I'll get back to regular Sudoku in a little bit here, but you have to have a 5 in one of these in order to make this multiply to 160. What else do I see? Can't have a 5 here. 5 doesn't divide 168. So I guess here is the other spot. Oh, cool. Nice, nice. Yeah, there's not a lot of Sudoku streamers. It's interesting. I wish there were more, honestly. I think this has to be a 5, a 3, and a 6. Because in order to make 90, I have to have 3 come from 2 different places. And 3 has to come from a 3 and a 6. So I think this has to be a 3 and a 5 and a 6. To make 8, I think. Yeah, that's true. And I'm definitely like losing some speed when I entertain. But I don't know, like, it's fun. I think one factor is that it's not very interesting to a lot of people. But I think I don't know. I think it can be fun. Obviously, or I wouldn't be here, right? I think 8 has to be 2 and 4, because we're only going up to 7. Man, so 160 divided by 5 is 32. That means I can only have 1s, 2s, 4s, and... oh, there's no 8s, it only goes up to 7. So... oh, that means this is the only place I can put a 7 in this row. Okay, oh goodness, 7 divided by 294, or other way around. 42? Yeah, alright, good luck with your homework. See you around. Okay, so one of these has to be a 4, because that's the only place a 4 can go in this row. To make 32, we need 5 different 2s. 4s provide 2, 4 is 2 times 2, and then 2 is one of them, and then 1s only provide 1. I think I still don't have enough information to solve that. Okay, so let's focus back on this 1400. 1400 has to have a 7 in it. So once we've added a 7 and 2 5s, that leaves us with 8 left, I think? Which has to be 2 times 4. We already decided that 2 boxes left with 8. Multiplying to 8 has to be 2 times 4. So I believe this has to be the 7 and this has to be a 2 and a 4, which means this has to be a 1 and a 6 and a 3 and a 6. Okay, now things are coming together. Great, great, great. Only place a 7 can go in that column. Wait, that seems bad. Does 7 go twice? Oh, it does go twice. Okay, okay. No, that's good. Okay. It's always scary when I think I have it wrong. So 7 times 7 is 49. Have to get 6 more to make 294. So that means I have a 1 times 6 or a 3 times 2 in these two squares. Can't be 1 times 6 because of that guy, so it's a 3 times 2. Which means this has to be a 1 and a 4, which means... oh, I already could have concluded that this is a 2 and a 4 because that's what's left in that row. Okay, great, that worked out perfect. Okay, this means I'm on the right track. I need 4 more to make 20, because we already filled in a 5. 1, 4, 1, 4. Already have a 4 accounted for in this column. This is a 1, this is a 4. 6, 7. Okay, 168 is 7 times 24? I think that has to be 4 times 6 times 7? Am I wrong? Regardless, that means... no, yeah, that has to be right, because that's nearly the max. Yeah, this is the highest we can possibly get without a 5, so there's no other way to get this product with just 3 numbers. So this has to be a 4, because the 6 and 7 are already accounted for in this column. That tells us which way these go, which way these go. This has to be a 2, this has to be a 4. Tells us which way these go. 1 and 3 are left in this column. That tells us a bit about this. This can't be a 1, because then this would have to be a 5. There's already a 5 in this row, so this has got to be the 3. This is a 7. Okay, now how am I going to multiply to 36? I've got 3 boxes left. I mean, 2 and 3 and 6 is one way. 4 and 3 and 3 is another. I think I can make some deductions there, but I think there are other places that are easier first. 1, 3, and 6 left in this column. This is not a 3. Oh, wait, I can tell which way these go. There's already a 6 up there. This is not a 6. This is not a 6. This is the only place a 1 can go in this row. Ah, that tells us about this column. Okay. Ooh, this 1 minus is interesting. I mean, I can just enumerate the possibilities, right? 6 minus 4 minus 1 is 1. if one of them's a 2, then the other one's going to have to be a 3, I think. Or a 9, which is too high. So I think this has to be 4 and 1. And then that tells us these. There's only one number left. It's a 2 in this row. 3 and 6 left here. Okay, that's good. That multiplies to 36. 2 times 3 times 6. This has to be a 2. 3 and 6. Ooh, 7 and 1. 6 and 7. Okay, now we just finish. Check solution. 9 minutes, 9 seconds. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. What was the average on this one? I'm curious. Oh, 12 minutes. So I beat the average. Nice. Okay. I beat the average even though I'm like talking. That's impressive. I don't always beat the average. Okay, so next up, well, that's a long name. It's called a Mystery Killer Pro Zero. So the difference between Killer and Kalkidoku is that Kalkidoku is you're allowed to repeat numbers in the same region, and Killer you're not. So I think this is the same deal, except it's 9 by 9 for 1, so it's digits 1 through 9 instead of digits 1 through 7 in each row and each column. And in this one's going to have the 3 by 3 boxes, so it's not like the Kalkidoku where we only have the rows and columns. Also, I think, if I remember what pro means, I think that means some of them are going to be question marks. So it might be like, oh, this box makes 16, this region makes 16, but we don't know whether it's addition or multiplication or whatever. So let's try this. This one, the average time is half an hour, so I expect this will take me a while. This is the hard one of the day. Then we'll go to some speed runs, I think. I'm in the mood for it. Does it give you the... I have to manually put it on the stream again. That's okay. There's a trick to doing this, I know there is. Okay, yeah, and because it's 0, there's also some cells that don't have regions that tell you anything about them. Okay, to multiply to... okay, 27 has to be... oh, they're all question marks. We don't know what any of the operations are. So like this 24 up here could be a 7, 8, 9 addition, or it could be like stuff multiplied together. That's whack. Okay. 21, there's only 2 boxes, only 2 cells, so it's got to be multiplication. It's got to be 3 times 7. Similarly, this 27 has to be 3 times 9. We can't add to 27 with numbers at most 9. 40, again, only 2 cells, so it's got to be 5 times 8. No other option. Oh, and here's another 21, another 3 times 7. So 16, this could be either 7 plus 9, or it could be like 2 times 8. We don't know. Okay, 18. The only way to get 18 would be 9 plus 9. We can't have 2 9s in the same row. Or in the same region. Another rule for Killer is that you can't have 2 of the same number in the same region. So that's gonna be important for me. That's gonna be important for me to remember. I mean, obviously these really big numbers here, 1344, that's gonna be multiplied. I should probably figure out what that factorizes into. Does 7 divide that? 7 does divide that. It's 7 times 192. That's really gross. I don't want to deal with that yet. But 18, I can, that's 3 times 6, or it's 2 times 9. And it can't be 3 times 6, because then both of these would have to be 7. We wouldn't be able to make 21. So this is 2 times 9. Similarly, this 14, it could be multiplied 2 times 7, but we already have a 7 in this box. It's going to be in one of these two. So this can't be added. This can't be multiplied 2 times 7. So it's got to be added, which is either 5 plus 9 or 6 plus 8. Can't be 5 plus 9 because we already have a 9 accounted for, so this is 6 and 8. Whew. Whew, okay. This could be multiplied or it could be added. What numbers are even left? 1, 4, and 5? Okay, I think this has to be 4 plus 5 then, and this has to be 1. Okay, so this 1 question mark. It can't be added, because 1 is too low to get by adding 2 things. It can't be multiplied, because then we'd have 1 times 1. Can't have 2 1s in the same row. It could be subtracted. It can't be divided either, because, again, these two would have to be the same number to divide to 1. That doesn't work. So I think this just has to be 2 minus 1. Huh. Now the 16, it could be multiplied. It's too high to be division or subtraction, but it could be multiplied. That would, I think that would have to be 2 times 8, which we can't do because there's already 2 in this column. So added, and it's 7 plus 9. We already have 9 in this row, so 7, 9, that tells us which way these go. Okay. I like it when they give you these puzzles where they don't give you any of the numbers. It's really interesting that they're still solvable just with the extra clues. It's interesting. I should probably figure out the 1344 thing eventually. Ugh. Oh wait, the 16, similar logic is up here. It can't be 2 times 8 because we have 8 already in this column up here. One of these has to be an 8, so we can't put an 8 down here. So this has to be added, it has to be 7 times 9. 7 plus 9. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now this tells us, because one of these has to be a 9, so this can't be a 9. That tells us which way those go. That's supposed to be a 9. What's missing in this column? 4 and 5 are accounted for. One of them's in here, the other's in the other one. Same with 3 and 7. So the blank boxes have to be 1, 2, 6, and 8. I was hoping to get something more helpful for the 288, but that's not happening. How does 288 factor? I know it's a bunch of 2s and 3s. Maybe I need really high numbers to get that. Certainly no 1, actually. Well, no, maybe that's not true. Never mind. I think it's 2 3s and 5 2s. Is this 288? That's still too many possibilities. I don't want to compute that yet. Okay, I guess it's time to think about the 1344. I said it was 7 times 192? How does 192... There's not another 7, is there? There can't be. We can only have 1 7 per row. I think it's divisible by 3, so since 3 and 9 are already accounted for in the row, we have to have a 6 in here somewhere. Can't have a 6 there, which leaves 192 divided by 6 is 32. Yeah, it's 32. Okay, which means with the remaining 3 spots I need to find 5 factors of 2. I think that has to be 1, 4, and 8 because we can't have any repeats, which actually just leaves us with a 2 here. And we should be able to tell, I I should fill in all these so it's not misleading. We don't know which order these go in, except this can't be a 1 or a 7. This can't be a 7. What's missing? A 5? Oh, I could have deduced that a 5 went here, because 5 doesn't divide 1344. And we already have 5 accounted for in this column, up here in the top left. Okay. That's good. Missing 1, 3, and 4 in this column. This 8 here is interesting. Or this 5 and 8. I wonder if I can figure something out there. Because the 5 has to go either here or here. So we already have 5 accounted for in this column and in this column. So one of these two spots. If this were an 8, there's not a lot of spaces for an 8 to go in the leftmost row. These two would be out, so it should just be here. Wait, where can 2 even go? Just these two, right? In this 3x3 box? This bottom right one?
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
I wonder, because this 13, I mean, clearly you can't multiply to 13, so this has got to be added. I wonder what I can deduce about that. Since I know, like, I've narrowed down the options for 2 of the cells, I should be able to figure out some stuff for the 3rd, right? But there are probably still too many possibilities. It's got to be odd. That's something to think about. We have an odd number here, and an odd number here, and an odd number here. So that means that only one of these 3 can be odd, because we can't have 2 odd numbers, because then it won't add to an odd thing. Which I think means that this guy here has to be odd. Because one of these is odd, so 2 of them are even. So then 2 evens, 3rd even, 4th even. So this has to be odd, which means it has to be a 9. Which tells us how these go. Okay, I feel like that wasn't the intended way to solve that part, but I think that works. So now 3's out. Up here. The odd number is a 1, it has to be, so you can't have a 6, because then it'd be 6, 6, and 1. So it has to be, I mean, it's either 1, 4 or 8, 1. So here has to be either a 4 or an 8. So we know which 3 numbers add up to 13. Cool! Okay, yeah, that leaves the 6 to go here. I feel like I jumped the gun on that one. I like that part. If that was the intended solution, then I'm quite pleased with it. I'm mostly just pleased with myself for finding it. The 17 is similar though. It has to be added. You have to add to 17. Can't multiply. I don't think we have enough information in that area yet though. Okay, so let's think about this 288 now. We already have a 9 and a 7 in this box, so I mean, I guess the 7 doesn't really tell me anything because we weren't gonna have a 7 multiplying to 288 anyways. But oh, here's a nice one. So this 7 and this 7 mean there has to be a 7 up here in these three. One of these has to be a 7. So this isn't multiplying to 24, this is adding. The only way to add to 24 is to use the highest three numbers there are. 7, 8, and 9. Which means this can't be an 8, because that would leave only 2 numbers among these three. So that tells us which way these go. Okay, that's a nice part too. So 3, 4, and 5 are left in the row. Okay, that was cool. What about this 288 though? Okay, so the largest number I can use here is a 4. 288 divided by 4 is what, 72? Oh, then I can still use a 1 here, and this can be like, oh no wait, we can't use any 9s because there's 9s in all of these columns already. So if this were a 1, or if this, I mean this has to be at most 4. If this were a 1, this would have to be an 8 and a 9 to make 72 with just 2 boxes, 2 squares. And that can't be because neither of them can be a 9, so this can't be a 1. If this is a 3 or a 1 and this is a 1, that's even worse. So this is 2, 4, 5, or 8. Can't be a 5 because it has to multiply to 288. Yeah, this is what's left in the column. Okay, so here, this 7, we're not multiplying to 7 because there's already a 7 in the row. So we're either adding or subtracting, or can't be dividing either. That would also have to be 7 divided by 1. So we're either adding or subtracting. If it's subtracting, it has to be 8 minus 1, because 9 minus 2 is out. If it's adding, I think all the options are still in. Oh, I guess we have 5 already accounted for in this row. So it's either 1, 8, or 1, 6, or 3, 4. That's too many possibilities to mark down. Okay, so suppose this guy's a 4. Then this one's at most 3. Which leaves us with what for the other two? 24? Oh, that's doable. Like 4 times 6. Okay, never mind. Or, wait, no, it has to be 4 times 6 or 8 times 3, and this is already a 4 and a 3. So that's not possible with this being a 3. So it's 4 and 1. Okay, wait, let's go back to the how many factors of 3 do we need for 288? Divide once by 3, we get 96. We need 2 factors of 3, and we can't have any 9s. So that means we need 2 of these to be either 3 or 6. And I think that tells us that both 3 and 6 have to appear in these 4 squares. So once we account for the 3 and the 6, the remaining 2 squares have to multiply to 16? Yeah, 16. Which is going to be 2 times 8. Can't be 4 times 4 because they're both in the same row. And can't be 1 times 16 because 16 is too big. So this is a 2, 3, 6, 8 type of situation here. So this has to be a 3. That's the only thing that can go here now. Oops. This can't be a 2. Okay, this is the only place the 2 can go. Great. Yeah, man, factoring those large numbers is... I wish there were a better way, but I don't see any other way to proceed. I already dealt with this biggest one. Lots of places 8s can go. I don't like this. Okay, so here 8 can only go here or here in this 3x3 box. I don't like 8 going here because that means this one has to be really low. But I don't think it's low enough for me to rule it out. Like if this is 4 and 5, then this has to be 0. But this doesn't have to be 4 and 5. It's either 3 and 4 or 3 and 5. Which means if this is an 8, this has to be an either 1 or a 2. And that's fine, unfortunately. Oh, it can't be a 2. It would have to be a 1. It's already a 2 in this 3x3 box. So 8, 1, and then 3 and 5. That can't rule it out. Okay, what are some numbers that we maybe can rule out? I think maybe down here is the place to be looking. All these 7s. I said this can't be multiplied, so it has to be added or subtracted. Oh, and it can't be subtracted either. I said 1 and 8 is an option, but 8 has to go in one of these 2 spots. So 8 is taken for the row. It has to be added. It's either 1, 6 or it's 3, 4. That's not bad. Not many options left for a 2. One of these 3. Yeah, these 3s, they really could be any of the operations. It could be subtracted, could be... I mean, if it's added, it has to be 1 plus 2, but... it's not very likely, is it? Okay, so this 18 here, we can't multiply to 18, because there's not enough factors of 3 left in this row. We already have a 3 and a 9. The only factor of 3 left is a 6, and we need 2 factors of 3. So this has to be this has to add to 18. Still a lot of options, but actually, what's the highest we can do? There's already a 7 and a 9 accounted for in this row, so the highest we can make this is 5, 6, and 8. That makes 19, so we need to lower one of them by 1. I think it has to be 4, 6, and 8. Yeah, if there was an odd number in here, there'd have to be 2 to make it an even sum. have to be 1 plus 5, and the last one would have to be 12. That's not possible. So what's left in this row? 1, 2, and 5. 2 can't go here. Okay, 1 can't go in any of these. 1 has to go in this remaining spot. And what's left in this box? 2, 5, 7? That looks right. And then remaining in this row is 3, 6, and 9. Okay, we're making progress, we're making progress. This column is interesting, but I don't think I can make any deductions yet. There's still a lot of things that can go in the bottom square. Okay, so I know 6 and 8 are gone from this row. What's left? Okay, so this is an 8. This has to be a 6. This has to be a 1. This has to be a 4. This has to be a 5. Don't think I get any contradictions there.
Like a Hellcat.
Okay, here's maybe what I should do. These have to add to 17. Plus 7 is 24, plus 9 is 33, plus 2 is 35. So I know these two have to add to 10. Because all 9 of these, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, that has to make 45. We've so far accounted for 35 worth. So this is 1 plus 9 is no, 2 plus 8 is no, because the 2, 3 plus 7 is no. So this has to be a 4 and a 6, actually. Which in particular means 4 can't go here. This is the only place a 4 can go in that row. So now this has to be a 1 and an 8, that's what's left. We know what order they go in. This can't be an 8. This can't be a 4. This can't be a 6. Where's 1? This can't be a 1. Okay, that was helpful.
Like a Hellcat.
I feel like this square holds the key to everything, but I don't know anything about it. I think just about anything could go there except for these 3. There's no way this is multiplication, right? Multiplying to 20 with 4 things? One of them has to be a 5, and then what? 1, 2, 2, or 1, 1, 4? Oh! And I'm not allowed to repeat numbers in regions. So yeah, this is impossible, actually. This has to be added. This 20 is addition. Because if it was multiplication, I would have to repeat numbers, and that's not allowed. Right. Okay, okay. Okay, here's a kind of contrived one. I think here's the only place an 8 can go in this column. And here's why. Well, I mean, we've already marked that it can't go in any of the other ones with pencil marks in them. So it's down to these three. If I put an 8 somewhere in this 3x3 box though, that's like currently empty, then this has to be a 5 and this has to be a 6, which means both this and this have to be 8s. And I mean that's a contradiction. So this is the only place an 8 can reasonably go, and then we can figure out these as well. Now I think a 7 can't go here because, I mean, then you wouldn't be able to add to 3, you wouldn't be able to multiply to 3, you wouldn't be able to divide to 3. You'd have to subtract. It'd have to be 10 minus 7 or 4 minus 7. Or 7 minus 4, I guess. 10 is too big, and 4 is already in this column. It has to be one of those. So, 7 down here. I guess this has to be addition, right? Which means 3, 4 is out. This has to be a 1 and a 6. Okay, this is exciting. We're making progress. What's left in this row now? 2 and 4 and 3. Except not 4 here. And not 3 here. Okay, I guess I should fill in pencil marks for these rows. 1, 4, 5, and 6 left in this one, and 2, 3, 4, 6 left in this one. Can I come up with like a double or triple or something here? A pair? Lots of evens only options, but not quite enough. I've got a lot of pencil marks. I feel like I should be able to do something with these. I guess I have to continue working off of the regions that I'm given. This adds to 20, plus this makes 27. Plus either 5, 8, or 6, 8 makes either, what, 40 or 41? So these have to add to either 5 or 4. So this isn't addition. Okay, good to know, I guess. It could be 1 times 3. That would make sense. It could also be like... Wait, so this has to add to either 4 or 5. So if this is a 2, the other one has to be a 3, because we can't have... Actually, wait, so if this is a 2, then this is either a 2 or a 3, and a 2 and a 3 are both already taken in this row. So I think this has to be a 3. Let me double check that. Add to 20 plus 7 is 27. Plus either 5 and 8 or 6 and 8. That takes me either 40 or 41. All 9 have to have the numbers 1 through 9 in this middle bottom box. This model bottom box. That's 45, so... yeah. I think this has to be a 3. Which means this is definitely not adding. If it's multiplying or dividing, this could be a 1. If it's subtracting, this could be a 6. But it can't be a 6, because I already got a 6 up here. 6 is already accounted for in this column, so this is a 1. Great. And then that tells us because of sums, I mean, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 7 is 11, plus 20 is 31. So these have to add, this has to be the 6 and the 8, not the 5 and the 8. This has to be a 4. Okay, great. Oh, that's a lot. That entire left side is done now. Excellent. Okay. I'm left with 2 and 4 and 5 and 9 in this box. This has to be the 5. Okay, so this can't be a 9. This has to be a 9. This can't be a 2, because if this were a 2, then there'd only be 2 options left for these 3 squares. That's no good. They have to all be different, because they're all in the same column and in the same 3x3 box. So this has to be a 5, that's my point. Okay, there's already a 3 in this column. Okay, we're on the brink of just cracking this one wide open. I think we just did crack it wide open, actually. I'm definitely jinxing myself, though. Okay, what's left in this bottom column? 2, 8, 9. Okay, one of these is definitely subtraction. If this right here is an 8, then I believe this has to be subtraction and this has to be 1, which is impossible because of that 1 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and say this can't be an 8. So this has to be the 8. Which means this has to be subtraction, I think. Can't be division, can it? 24 divided by 8. Too high. And it can't be multiplication. And it can't be multiplication or addition because 8 is higher than 3. You can't make things lower by adding and multiplying by numbers from 1 to 9. So this has to be subtraction, which means it has to be a 5. Take 5 away. Oops. Take 8 away from this column. Oh, we have a 1, 4, 6 triple here. I hadn't noticed that. One of these 3 is a 1, one's a 4, one's a 6. Don't know the order, but we can eliminate 1, 4, and 6 from all the other squares in this column, because then there would be only 2 numbers left for the 3 boxes. So can't have a 4 or 6 here in particular. And 2, 4, 7, 9 left in this 3x3 box. May as well finish up the pencil marks, eh? So if this is a 9, I think this has to be subtraction. It'd have to be 9 and 2, but there's already a 2 in this row, so I'm gonna just mark that in as a 2. Fill these in. I don't think there's a way to put 2 and 7 together to get 7. Adds to 9, multiplies to 14, subtraction gives 5, division gives 3.5. So this is a 9. So we get 9 minus 2 is 7. This has to be a 4. 4, 4, 7, 7. Okay, there's only one spot 9 can go in this column, I do believe. No, there's only one spot 8 can go. Great, okay. This can't be a 2 because of this one. Okay, this can't be a 9, it's gotta be a 7, 8. Now we know which order these go. This has to be a 6 now, we know which order these go. This has to be a 3 and a 4. Can't be a 6. Can't be a 4, so it's gotta be that way. 6, 1, 6, 4, 3, 9, and done. Whew, finished that one. That was a hard one. 39 minutes 41 seconds was my time. The average was like 32 minutes. I was explaining all my logic out loud, so was going a little slower. Although maybe that was helpful, actually. Good puzzle, though. I think that there were some very, very pleasing steps in there, in my opinion, that I was very happy to find. Yeah, I think that satisfies my appetite for really hard ones. Let's do some quickies. I'm gonna go back to Jenko. That's where I get my standard Sudokus usually. Okay, I have a listing of how far I've gone. Am I through number 45 now, I think? Oh, you can't see it yet, can you? My bad. Yeah, let me just pull up this one. Resize it so it's nice and big. This one's by Jenko himself. This site is run by a German couple, which is why everything is in German. We have big, long, nice words, nice big, long words for everything. So this is number 46. This is just a standard Sudoku. Got to put numbers 1 through 9 in each row and in each column and in each box. Each occurs exactly once. I don't think I've done this one. I think if I have done it, I'll realize it pretty quickly. Okay, I'm gonna start looking at it now. On my mark, get set, start the stopwatch. Okay, so what do I got here? Okay, what do I look at first? What numbers do I see a lot of? I see a lot of 8s. Should be able to put an 8 there. Can I do anything else with 8s? Looks like not. What else do I see a lot of? 2s? Yeah, okay, there's only one spot a 2 can go up there. Only one spot a 5 can go in this this box. 3x3 box. Only one spot a 5 can go here. No, now there's just 3, 4, and 7 left. Pencil mark in the 4 and 7, and I know where the 3 goes. 1 and 6 left in this column. Oh, there's already a 1 in that, or there's already a 6 in that row, the top row. So we know what order those go in. Can I use 6s now? Only one place a 6 can go in this 3x3 box. And in this one. And in this one. Okay, maybe 6s are the way to go here. Okay, I don't think I can figure out the last 2. Here, and also one of these 2. Okay, rightmost column has only 3 numbers left, 1, 5, and 9. This is the only one that can have a 1. This one's row is taken, this one's box is taken. I don't think I can fill 5 and 9 in yet, so I'll put in pencil marks. Is missing 2, 4, 5, 8. And not enough to write stuff down yet. This column, 3, 7, and 8. 7 has to go here. 3, 8, done with the column. This box, 1, 4, 6, 8. This has to be a 4. Okay, this is the only place a 3 can go in this column. Now we're missing 2, 4, and 9. Oh, 4 and 9 can't go here, so that's 2. Oh, and 4 can't go in this box, so this is 9 and 4. What's left in this? 1, 2, 7, and 9. So this is a 1 and a 2, and this is a 7 and a 9 in some order. Oh, but we know which order these go in because of that 1. This has to be a 2. Oh, and that 7 tells us 9 and 7. Okay, 1, 5, 7, 9 missing in this this column. This has to be a 7. 1, 5, 9. This has to be a 9. Those have to be those. 6 and 4. I mean, all those are just, there's only one number that can go in each box. Oh, and we're missing just one number from these 2 rows. This one has to be a 5, this one has to be a 2. Yeah, those were what we're missing. Okay, what's missing here? 4 and 8. This is to be 6 or 8, that's what's missing in the row, but it's already a 6 in this box, so that tells us which way those go. Nice. This row's missing 3 and 7. This row's missing 5 and 9. And again, I can just tell because of like this 9 and this 7. There's clues. Oh, we know which way these go because of the 7 on the left. This now has to be a 9. Missing 1 and 4, and 4 and 8. 4:21. I'm gonna write that time down. Didn't feel like I was going very fast, but that's a pretty decent time for me.
Got more than a couple of people going mad, I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I'd be big in a game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even
I think the ones that are 1 mod 5 tend to be a little bit easier. I've been noticing it kind of cycles. So this was number 46. Maybe number 50 will be really hard. We'll see. I'm gonna move on to number 47 now. Reset the clock, and let's go. Okay, I see a lot of ones. Let's go for ones. We can actually finish ones 9 seconds in. That's pretty great. Okay, I see eights. Okay, definitely jinxing myself, but this puzzle looks really easy. I kind of want to just stop talking and go for like a really good time. What I'm doing right now is I'm looking at each number individually and seeing if there's only one spot in a 3x3 box that it can go, then I'll fill it in. Like here, this is the only spot a 5 can go in that bottom right box. That has to be a 5. I'm getting like a lot of stuff this way. What other numbers do I see a lot of? Okay, maybe now it's time to move to the phase where I look at what's left in a row or column or box. This box is missing 3, 4, 6, 9. Okay, definitely jinxed myself. Okay, 2, 4, 7, 9 in this box. Can I not even do like 7s? Or 2s maybe? I guess not. Oh no, this has to be a 2. Only place a 2 can go in that box. That should tell me some things. Yeah, that tells me like all the 2s. Okay, great. This row is missing 3 and 7 and 9. Oh, this row's even better. It's just missing 4 and 9. I guess it can't hurt me to pencil mark. What's this column missing? 3, 4, and 9? Okay, so if 6 goes here, you know what, I'm just going to fill it in. This has to be a 6. If 6 went here, then it couldn't go there or there, so we'd have to have a 6 in one of these 2 spots, which means there's nowhere for a 6 to go in that top left box. It's the logic I'm using. Yeah, I don't think that takes me any farther. This is 4, 7, 9. This is 3, 4, 9. That's what's left. Okay, bottom row. 3, 4, and 7. Kind of the same numbers over and over again, isn't it? Oh, wait, this box just missing 3, 4, and 9. This is the only place a 9 can go. Great. Now this is just missing 4? Question mark? Yeah, 4. Three, 6, 9 missing. 3, 6, 9 also missing in this row. Okay, this has to be a 7. This now 3 or 9. That can't be a 9 because then those would both have to be 3, and that's no good. This also can't be a 9 for the exact same reason. Okay, only one place a 7 can go down in this bottom left box, which tells me some things. Maybe. Three, 4, and 6 is missing in the same box. Okay, we have a 9 in this column. We can figure some stuff out. Okay, I'm full on pencil marks. Now what am I missing? Okay, so there's already a 4 in this column. That's what I'm missing. That should inform just about everything else. Seven, 6, 4, 6, 9. 7, 16. That was a bit slower. I was going really fast at the beginning of that one. I think I had like 2 numbers all the way solved with like 30 seconds in. Guess it was not a sustainable pace. I'm not sure that one was really any harder than the previous one either. I just kind of slowed down. Not sure why. Well, on to number 48. Let's keep going. It's gonna look really great when I'm streaming and I'm like, let's do puzzle number like 948 now. Make me look real dedicated. I guess I could have started at 900 or something, but okay, let's clear and start the timer and do this one. Okay, I see a lot of 6s. Let's see where 6s can go in each box. Okay, wow, they left a lot of that available. Okay. The only place a 6 can go in this column, I believe. Sevens. 2s might also be good. Or 5s. 5s look pretty decent. Okay, maybe not. Okay, there's only one place that 3 can go in that box.
I can't regret leaving you alone till you find your way back home.
Ah, man, okay, this is not coming along. I guess I should start pencil marking. This row is missing 1, 2, 5, and 9. So I'll write down the possibilities for each square. When I write numbers into a square, that means here are the numbers that can possibly go here. No others. This column is missing 1, 2, 3, and 7. So, like this square could be 1, 2, 3, or 7, but not 2, because of that 2. This row also only missing 4. 1, 4, 6, and 7. Oh, this can't be a 4 because this one. Oh, and this box is nice too, missing 1, 4, 6, and 7 as well. Okay, only one place an 8 can go in this column, or this box for that matter. 3x3 box. Should I be looking at 8s? Can I do anything with 8s? Okay, I don't really see anything. Only one place a 3 can go in this column. This row's taken and this box is taken. This is a 1 or a 4. How about this this row? 1, 2, 4, and 5 left. I think 1's the only thing that can go here. 1, 2, 4, 5 left in the row. 2 and 4 already in the column, and 5 already in the box. Two, 4, 5. One, 3, 5, 9 missing in this box down here. Bottom right. Okay, this has to be a 7 now, because we filled in that 1. Or something. Maybe that 1 was already there, I'm not sure. Okay, so this can't be a 7 either. I believe this is the only place a 7 can go in this row, am I right? It's already this column's already taken, this box is already taken, and this column's already taken, so this has to be a 7. Oops, full number, not a pencil mark. Oof, I guess I should keep adding pencil marks. This is not going quickly. So much for speed running this. Where's a good place to look? This column here only has 4 left. 1, 4, 5, and 8 remain. Oops. Pencil marks. Same with this box, actually. I think it's just 1, 4, 5, and 8. One, 6, 8, 9 left in this row. This can kind of be any of the above. How about this last one in this row? One, 3, 8, and 9 are the numbers it can be, I think. I guess I'm just filling in until I'm done with pencil marks at this point. I don't really see anything. I mean, I could talk about my techniques for filling in pencil marks, but I think I already said them. I just kind of look for a row or column that has only a few options left, enumerate them, and then see what can be also eliminated from each of the squares I'm filling in. I mean, there's not really, I mean, I guess this top right box has 5 numbers left. That's a lot. Too many usually, but I'm just filling in pencil marks, so 1, 2, 4, 7, 9 left. And this box already has 2 from the column and 9 from the row, so just 1, 4, and 7. That's what I'm doing over and over. Okay, this box. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 8. I refuse to write in pencil marks if there's more than 4 options. But there is up here. No, there's not. I can eliminate 5. Just 1, 2, 4, and 8. Great. Okay. This box is missing 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Oh, this column's decent, actually. Like, I can eliminate 1 here. Are the only pencil marks left down in the bottom left there? Nice, everything has 4 fewer options. Okay. That was gonna bug me if that wasn't the case. Alright, so here are all the options for each square. Is that legible on the stream? It looks like it. A little fuzzy, but y'all can see it. Okay, what patterns do I see? Okay, this can't be a 9. There's already a 9 in this row. Is this one I filled in up here the only one on the board? Wow. Okay. Oh, this can't be a 3. There's already a 3 in that row. I can mark it as an 8. That forces this to be a 9, this to be a 5, and this to be a 3. Okay, that should kill a lot of things. Okay, got a column done. That's good. I think it's probably just that I'm missing stuff in my pencil marks like that, which is kind of disappointing. Maybe there will be some interesting logic. Maybe. This can't be a 5 anymore, because the 5 we filled in. It's just like this can't be an 8 anymore. This can't be a 3 anymore. Oh, now this has to be a 3. Only place a 3 can go in that box. Or row or column. Okay. Huh. Okay, what other errors do I have? This is annoying. I guess there was probably just some part of the puzzle where I went too fast for my own good, huh? This is now the only place an 8 can go in this column. All the other rows are taken. This cannot be an 8, so one of these is a 1 and the other is a 6. This is the only place an 8 can go in the middle box. Now this is the only place a 3 can go. That is progress. Okay, now here we have a pair. One of these is a 1 and the other is a 6, so this can't be a 1. This has got to be the 9. This is now a 2 because it can't be a 9 or a 1. That tells us how these go. Now we have a 2-5 pair here, so nothing else in this box can be a 2. Now we have a 1-4 pair here, so nothing else in this row can be 1 or 4. have a 3. Makes sense. Okay, now this is the only place a 1 can go in the column. This now has to be a 9. This can't be a 1 because then these would both be 5s and that's bad. So 7. Can no longer be a 9. This is where 9 has to go. The last 9, I believe. Is the only place that 2 can go in that row. We know which way the 2 and 5 go now. We know which way this 1 and 5 go because of this 1 here. And now we know about these. And we know about these. 6, 4, 1, 6, 1. Only number left in the box. This has to be a 4 now. These can't be 4s, which is good because we did fill in a 4 in that region, that 3x3 box. Okay, yeah, we're just finishing now. That's all that's happening. 1751. Well, that was quite a bit slower. Okay, I got 20 minutes. See if we can make it to number 50. I mean, I'll probably stick around for longer than 20 minutes. Let's do through number 50. That's a good milestone. Which means let's immediately move on to number 49. Alright. I see a lot of 6s. Sounds like a place to start. Only a place a 6 can go in that box, and that's it, I think. Yeah. Okay, I see a lot of 8s. I feel like there are always a lot of 8s. I don't know why. Okay, can't deduce anything from there. This box is only missing 2, 7, and 9, and we can immediately tell which way they go. This column just missing 2 and 9. And we know which way they should go by looking around. What's missing here? 2, 3, 6, 7, 9? Well, 2 has to go there, 3 has to go there, and 7, 6 that way. This column's missing 3 and 5. This column's missing 1 and 7. I'll pencil mark it. This row is missing 1 and 9, I do believe. This row is missing 1, 4, and 7. That's not too helpful. How about this row? 1, 4, 7. Oh, there's only 3. Oh, huh. Cool. I thought there were more. Okay, we can figure out where the 2's go. Oop. Real number, not pencil mark. It's those 2 squares. We were almost done with 2's. Okay, now this row, 3, 5, and 9. 5 has to go over here. 3 and 9 here, but that forms a pair in this in this region, so that's cool. What's left for these three is 1, 4, and 8. Thanks to this pair here. Oh, and there's already a 3 up in this column. Okay, now this column is just missing 1, 7, and 8. Maybe we can pencil mark. This row is probably worth pencil marking. 3, 4, 5, 7. One, 3, 4, 7 missing in this box. And there's a 7 in this row, so these are 1, 3, and 4. This one's just 1 and 4 because of that guy. Oh, wait, so that means there's only one place a 3 can go. Silly me. Great, okay. Which forces the 3 up here. And that forces this 3. And we're done with 3s. I didn't see that coming. Okay, great, great, great. This column is missing 1, 4, 6, and 8. Fill that in accordingly. This row missing 1, 6, 5, 7, looks like from the pencil marks, so 1, 5, 6, 7. Where can 9 go? Just here. That's something I should have caught. Very nice. Okay, so this must be the only place a 5 can go in this row. Yeah, on the left the box is taken, and on the right the column's taken. Wonderful. Okay, only place a 9 can go in this row. And in that box. Actually, was that the last 9 on the board? So basically I should have caught that a lot earlier. Okay, last square to pencil mark. 4, 5, 7, or 8. Oh, can't be a 4. Okay, all the pencil marks are in. Now I just look for some sort of pattern. Slash mistakes like last time. I think I can beat last time's time, though. Again, jinxing myself, knock on wood. Okay, this can't be a 4, because if it was, there'd be no place for the rightmost column to put a 4. That didn't help a whole lot, but it was something. Okay, this can't be a 4, because then the bottom left box would have no place to put 4s. Have to have a 4 here or here. So this is not a 4. Already 5 in this column. Seems like it's always this stage of the puzzle where something really hard comes up. I feel like I'm just missing something in this case, though. The Janko puzzles tend to be not so bad. I don't see any pairs or anything, or any mistakes so far. I guess I probably have to bifurcate. I don't really want to, but maybe there's some sort of like XY wing or something I can look for. That's really fancy though. Okay, so let's just pick some spot somewhere. Somewhere that looks kind of central. Yeah, this is interesting. I think if I pick this, it'll tell me everything about the row and column. So let's say this is a 1. Then we got 8, 7, 7, 4, 1, 1 up here. Wait, I said 7 originally, right? Wait. If this is a 1, then this has to be a 7. So this has to be a 4. So this also has to be a 1. So if that's a 1, then that's a 1. That's really bad. This can't be a 1. Let me double check that logic. If this is a 1, then this is a 7, because it has to be a 1 or a 7, and it can't be a 1. Then this is a 4, because it's a 4 or a 7, and it can't be a 7. And this is 1, and these are both 1, and that's bad. So this is 7. You can fill in that row. This now forces that to be a 6, this to be a 1. This is now a 4, 8, and 1. We know which way the 1 and 7 go. This has to be a 7. That tells us which way the top row goes, or the top 3 rows rather. This has to be a 1 because there's already 1 in this column, which tells us 4 and 7, 4 and 8. $15.38. That it was indeed faster than last time. Last time was 1751. $15.38 is faster. We did it. Alright, that was 49. Let's do number 50, and then I'll probably be done. Maybe 50 will be really fast, but I think it's more likely it'll be really the most difficult one yet. Could I link this one? Yeah. Let me, I'm not looking at it yet, but here you go. I like this site because it has an interface built in. There's lots of places that have Sudokus, but I like being able to solve it online, especially because I'm streaming. That kind of makes it possible. Okay. I haven't looked at the puzzle yet, but I'm gonna start now. Oh wow, this looks sparse. I see some 8s. One has to go here. If you want to work with me, feel free to like tell me stuff that I'm missing, especially when I'm stuck. I think working together is fun. I'll try not to spoil things out loud too much though if you're working on your own. Yeah. Well, good luck with your homework. Yeah, I feel that. Okay, what other numbers do I see a lot of? I've used 8s, I've used 3s a bit. Okay, 6s might be good. Maybe. Here or here. Ooh, 5s. 5s are gonna be... Oh, no, wait. That's all I can do for 5s. So 1, 4, 5 missing up here. This column's missing 1, 4, 7, and 9. I sense that I'm going to want pencil marks for this one. Okay, 1, 2, and 4 up here. This row as a whole actually is missing 1, 2, 4, and 5. Oh, which means this has to be a 5. Nice. Because 1, 2, and 4 are already in this column. Now this row is missing 1, 4, 7, 9. Okay. Only a place a 2 can go in that row. And that forces the 2 up here. Not a 1. A 2. How about this column? 2, 4, 5, 9. And this box actually is only missing 4. 1, 3, 6, and 7. And 3 and 6 are in this row, so we get 2 pairs. That's nice. And we can actually solve both of them because of the 6 and 7 in the box above it. Okay, that was nice. This row missing 2, 4, and 5. This column missing 1, 4, and 7? This column missing 1, 4, and 6. Okay, that's gotta be a triple right there. Yeah, this is just missing 2, 3, and 9, so this has gotta be a 9. 2 and 3. This can't be a 5. Silly. Do I want to fill in the rest of these pencil marks? I think at least this one, right? 6, 7, 9 left, and oh yeah, that's actually great. This is the only place a 6 can go in this row. Yeah, that's very informative. That tells me about the rest of the column. Yeah, now down here, we're just missing 1, 3, 5, and 6. Excuse me, 1, 3, 5, and 6. this has to be a 7 now. Only place a 7 can go in that box. This can no longer be a 7. Okay. So this is the only place that 5 can go in this row, and this is the only place that 6 can go in this row. So that's good. Now we have a double with this 1 and 4. And does this have to be a 6 right here? Is this the only place a 6 can go? All the other columns are taken? That's interesting. So this has to be a 6, clearly. 3 and 1. 2 and 3. There's a 5. Okay. I think I got my, I think I got things going now. Time to finish the puzzle. $8.34. Much faster than 48 and 49. Alright. I think what slows you down is you always fill in all pencil marks for whatever number I'm working on at the time. So like, if you're working on 5s, you mark down every square that can have a 5 in it. I've considered that strategy before. I think it's useful sometimes. I generally just try to pencil mark like the spots where there's already a lot of numbers, because that's usually where you can make some deductions and stuff. But sometimes that backfires because they want you to like find some pair in like a sparser place, and it takes me a while to get there. But yeah, you think you're missing some easy deductions by going straight to pencil marks? That might be true. Huh. Interesting strategy. I do that a little bit too, and that the first thing I look at when I see a board is I go, okay, what number do I see a lot? And then try and see if I can immediately fill in some of them. But I'm usually too lazy to go straight to pencil marks. I usually try and figure out if I can just fill in some squares straight up. Yeah. Like if you want advice on speed, like I'm probably not the person to like which? Where you just try to fill in numbers? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the thing about Sudokus, is they do tend to be a bit algorithmic if you do too many bad ones. I like doing handmade ones as opposed to computer ones. They tend to be more interesting just in the logic. I also like doing variants. I think that I actually kind of like doing the variants more than just classic Sudoku, because it involves a lot of dealing with new things and being creative with my logic. I don't know. It's also I just like new rules. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. This has been a good evening. Microsoft Sudoku. Yeah, those are probably computer generated. There are some really hard ones out there. Yeah, good night. Good luck with your homework. I will be back next week, same time, Wednesday at, what is it, 9 o'clock Central? Although, actually, this is a busy time of year. I should maybe not make promises. I think I can commit to next Wednesday. I am thinking about my schedule and rearranging some things, but next Wednesday should be good. I like Wednesday nights to do this. It's a good break in the week. So see you next Wednesday. Anyone who stopped by, thanks for watching.